Hello, hello. Welcome to this beautiful day. How are you? I hope you are well. I hope you are amazing. I hope you're making decisions that are amazing for yourself, your future, your now moments. Okay, I got a little crazy with the roses already. So there's that. We'll just get right into it. Let's tap in and see what messages come up for us today in this reading. What the Arcturians want us to think about, consider, apply, or release, and so on. We are tapping into sun energy, solar power today, the longest day of the year energy. And we have blueprint. We all have our blueprint, our own program that we took with us to this life on earth. To become fully balanced, we will have to return to our most basic program so we can follow the right path, starting from scratch. The energy of blueprint helps you clean your old programs and delete anything that no longer suits you and serves no purpose anymore. Yes. Okay. So deleting the old programs, letting go of what no longer serves, returning to the you were meant to be before we were conditioned and modeled all of the other ways of being. Okay. Let's see if this one wants to give us some love, 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 love. Okay, let's get a rune to back up this blueprint and the returning to our heart, our soul, our center, who we were meant to be, always meant to be. It also makes me think of like starting over again, getting a second chance at life and it being how it was meant to be. Or like, we clear away all the old and reveal this like paradise, this life, this new life of love and abundance and gloriousness. Not as the honey badger. Okay, honey badger, what you got for us? I saw you somewhere in here. There you are. Nope, that's this one. You are very near, yet so far away. Where are you? Aha! Need, resistance, effort, delays, and creative friction. Okay. Is there any creature tougher or more tenacious, robust, and resilient than the honey badger? No matter what life throws at her, she uses it to learn, grow, and become even stronger. Whether she is battling a deadly snake or finding a way for her family to survive an arid environment, she casts aside frivolous wants and focuses on essential needs. The saying, necessity is the mother of invention, perfectly describes the energy of Nadiz. It is the unimaginable pressure that creates diamonds. Nadiz tells you something you probably already know. Life can be hard, yet it is often through your suffering and your labor that you truly learn the powerful stuff you are made of. In this reading, this is a message that you are made of bold and powerful magic. Have faith and persevere. Okay, and especially in this like returning back to basics, to center, to the heart, to the original blueprint that is you. There's, I think it did say something about starting from scratch, but it's this awareness that you, even though you're starting from scratch, you're not actually starting from scratch. You're not a newborn. You're not a rookie. You are a professional starting over, right? So you are carrying with you all the things that you've learned along the way. So the starting from scratch is elevated. You're bringing more to the table. Okay. And your resistance, your ability to move, grow, adapt, start over, start from a different angle, come at it from a different perspective. This is your resilience. And it's a beautiful thing. Okay. Yeah, we forget sometimes. My son, he was doing this painting job, and it was his first time ever. And the person that he was working for, he thought he was going to learn some stuff, but they just dropped him off and was like, "Hey, figure it out on your own." Which, he's starting from very basic skills, right? So it was a lot harder, and it turned out that that job wasn't working for him. And so he found a new employer who does the same kind of job, only they have higher standards and ethics and all that kind of stuff. But to leave this old job and go to this new one, he's going to have to start over again. He's going to have to come back in, um, starting wage and all that kind of stuff. And, he was a little bit like, I'm going backwards instead of going forward. And it's just like, no, because you're taking everything that you learned from that past job and you're bringing it with you to this new job. So you may be starting over again. What's this? Consolidate. Maybe starting over again, but you're starting a little higher up than when you first started. You're starting with more. And that counts. That matters. That makes a difference. Okay. Let's see. What cards are going to speak to us today? And what will they say? What messages are coming our way for today to say, hey? Okay. Okay. There it is. Celebrate. This is the spirit team, your spirit team. Ascended masters, archangels, and ancestors all together cheering you on in the astral realm. Because love is swiftly and passionately coming towards you. Potentially. This is also confidently moving towards love. Okay, love, your heart, whatever is relevant for you. Oh, hold on, I gotta tickly hair. Okay, we've got this sentinel, guard, protection, and an overflowing cup. So this is you, the overflowing cup, moving confidently forwards, okay, taking action. This is forging your path to taking the sword that you just finished forging, going through the process of healing and growing and evolving, and putting that sword into action, okay, carving a pathway for you to move through and being protected in that. Okay, having a level of protection. This is your own protection because you've got a freaking sword, right? So you can protect yourself, but this is also like energetic protection, right? Where anything that is lower vibration is just bouncing out from around you, bouncing away from around you. They can't access you, that kind of protection. Okay, so we've got patience. All we need is just a little patience. And discernment. Okay, this is discernment on love and the pathway. Anything, everything. Discernment on everything and anything. Oh my goodness. Seriously? Seriously? What the? Beautiful. Okay. Stability, abundance, divine union, um, lifelong commitment, gorgeous, beautiful, amazing stuff right here. Okay. This is why your spirit team is like, dude, you got so much good stuff going for you, coming to you, meant for you. They're like consolidating energy came up. Okay. And more celebration. Okay. This is being celebrated in the physical realm, emotional celebration, emotional. It's like holding your cup up and declaring your feelings and other people celebrating that and honoring that and also meeting you there, lifting their cup and sharing their emotions, like that kind of a celebratory energy. And then this consolidating your energy. Okay, so this is either, because it's a 5, it can go either way, right? Up or down. It's kind of the halfway point. And we've got this pool of experience, or this could be the dimension that we are in, and these cups that are kind of around it. So it's like, for me, it's like experience from this world, okay? And then having extra to share. It's also about taking away the extra so that the energy is more focused and directed into the other ones, right? This consolidating your energy. Okay, near the waiting, and it's the patient king, patient knight. Patiently waiting before, this is the prepared knight. This knight is making sure that his armor is good to go, in tip top shape, right? He's not making any sudden moves. He is very particular. He's the particular knight, okay? And yeah, this kind of lifelong abundance, this is after a long wait, the tree finally bears fruit. Okay. And it's going to continue to bear fruit for years and years and years to come because now it finally reached its fruit bearing years. Okay. And so it's going to affect generations. You've got the family down there as well. Okay. And yeah, this solar powered love fest right here. Okay. Balance, abundance, gorgeous, beautiful, life giving, joyous, freedom, beautiful, beautifulness. Okay. If you resonate with this reading, or any of the readings, they all are very much connected. So check out any other one because they just deliver. They just keep delivering. They just keep delivering. Right, Mims? What's up with that? Hey, are you going to share some of your love fluff with us? Oh, there she is. Hi. Okay, get your butt out of here. Let's see what other cards want to come out and add to this gorgeous reading. Take us on a journey. Okay, the Ten of Swords always wants to come out. This is that holding back card. And this is emotional stability. Okay, so this could be like a tempering of the emotions, like feeling so overwhelmed with emotion that you have to hold back a bit so that you don't implode or explode, right? That's what I'm getting from those two. And I think this is part of this. Maybe it's a consolidating energies. It's like a holding back so you don't fly off into the stratosphere. Make sure you get your solid footing before making a move, right? It feels like it's this patient knight that's like, okay, let's make sure all the T's are crossed and the I's are dotted. And let's figure out what's going on with my emotions here. Like, so I don't know, maybe this is part of what fills your cup here, this emotional momentum. Now we've got a big or little cutie pie in the way. So she's dictating. Says that roll with it, allow unexpected distractions. Okay, so the Page of Pentacles. This is making wishes. This is setting your eye, your heart, your mind upon a star that you see in the sky and making a wish on it. Okay, this is about getting to a place where you know exactly what you want and you are intending. What's it? What's it? Oh, she's so cute. Yes, and distracting. Cute and distracting. Boop. Boop. Oh my goodness. Could you be any cuter? I think she could. I think she could. Okay, sorry. So distractions, yes, that could be something that's holding back. It's very easy to get caught up in distractions. Okay, so making a wish and being intentional. This is important. A lot of times we're kind of just all our energy is spent on just trying to make ends meet, just trying to get through a day, just trying to, adult and live life. And this consolidating your energies is kind of like making sure, like, what are you putting your energy and attention? Where can you reallocate some of that energy to work towards or move you towards things that you want and wish for, right? Beyond just getting through the day, beyond just making the ends meet, right? This Nine of Pentacles is about reaping what you've sown, being in your sanctuary safe space, being a certain degree of independence and yeah, like really taking the time to look around and recognize all the work that you have done to get you to where you are today. And, taking a bow, taking a moment to celebrate, to recognize, to honor even the struggles, the hills that you had to climb, the mountains, right? Being independent in your garden. Mams, you're so cute. Seriously. Okay. Okay. So this is emotional abundance. Okay. This is love. This is peace. This is prosperity. This is joy. This is gratitude. This is compassion. And I just want to sprinkle it with a little bit of romance because, there's something just so heart filling when there's romance, right? It's like, just think about setting up, like, romance involves care and attention, right? And some planning. And then we have excess, extra things to share here. So that's nice. I mean, it could just be like having an excess amount of flowers and, that you can share with your neighbor or something like that. Being in a position where you have extra. Hey, take it easy down there. Take it easy down there. You're already messing up this whole situation here. And by messing up, I mean making extra cute. Okay. I'm also getting like taking the time to release extra things that you have in your life to create space for other things. This could be representative of all those extra apps that are bogging down your computer, right? That you don't use, they're just sitting there. You can just get rid of them and then your computer programs will run a lot quicker and smoother, right? Is this annoying you yet? Perfect. Okay. And meditation. Okay, let's check around here. Okay, so look at all this abundance. I mean, come on, right? Come on. Come on. I feel like that is in here. And this protection and grounding, connecting to your intuition, meditation. I think this is might be here. Might be here. Might have to meditate on some things before cutting away, like knowing what to do with it. If it's a keeper, if it's you got to check in with self, right? Do I cut it away? Do I let it go? This discernment requires a certain level of going within. I also feel like this protective confidence, I think this is part of your cup. This is part of how this independent and self sowing of your garden has filled your cup and also um, fueled you with the confidence to move forward. It's like the sanctuary where you forged your sword. Okay. And this extra, I feel like this extra and the consideration of it somewhere over here. I'll just put that there for now. And then this making a wish, I really feel like this is wishes coming true, but it's also you going after the things that you want, what you wish for passionately, right? We're consolidating the energy so that we have more to move towards the things that bring us joy, the things that make our hearts sing. This emotional regularity, stability, abundance, right? It's also like, it's all the good stuff. Destiny. This love and abundance and discernment and being celebrated is part of your truth and your destiny. It's crazy. Yeah, last reading pretty much looked just like this. And that reading overwhelmed me and I got all crazy. I was listening to it and I started saying okay a lot. Like too much. Like I almost turned myself off because I was like, it's too many okays. You're going crazy. But I was like trying not to lose myself because I was so like, look at this love and abundance. Like this is, and it's passionately moving and being patient. And like it's the messages that just keep coming up are hard to argue with. It's very consistent. There's a consistency to these messages, after 170, you're like, okay, maybe it's trying to tell me something. Okay, so this is being intentional with what you wish for. Okay, setting clear intentions. This is also being mindful of what you speak because what you speak right now has the power to manifest. And so this is that, what are you putting your energy towards, right? Consolidating your energies, your resources. Like, are you fueling, are you using your energy to fuel your doubts and your fears, or are you using your energy to fuel your wishes? Okay. And that's your discernment here and meditation. And celebrate, right? You celebrate when your wishes come in and you're like, I intended that. I did that on purpose. Hey, Fluffbutt. She's back. I know. I know. What's that? Aha. The Fool. Leaping towards love and abundance. This is blind faith. This is trust. Trust that these readings, the signs, the synchronicities, the cards, the things that are being communicated to you through all these modalities, right? These divinations can happen with anything. These are just tools, right? A divination tool can be the radio or, your divine timing walking into a store and a song is playing and the lyrics are relevant to, um, you, um, have a question and then the song answers it, right? So the Fool card, which is behind this little fool, is this joyous leap into the unknown. Okay, but look at the creativity, and this is the blind faith. It's not, you know, it's like a trust fall, but even with trust falls, there's like this: will I be caught or not? This is the all in. I will be caught, and if I am not, it's because I'm supposed to plunge into a beautiful field of flowers or a water source of some kind that will catch me, and I'll be safe. Right? Like it's an all in trust, an all in faith, which I think is something that we come in with as part of our base blueprint. And then we're taught to fear things, we're taught to doubt things, we're taught and conditioned and modeled to not trust, right? And so even just returning back to a state of detachment, allowing, and faith. Okay, any other cards want to come out for us? Boop. Okay, we'll go through one more time on this deck. If there's any other cards that want to pop out here for us with this beautiful spread. I'm also getting a validation that if you are in a position where you need to start from scratch, start all over again, it's going to be successful. Go all in with it, knowing that you are bringing way more to the table than actual scratch, right? Like it's not like you're just being born for the first time and you have to learn how to walk and you have to learn how to talk and feed yourself and all this stuff. You're coming with a certain level of expertise and knowledge. Okay, I'm going to tap into the Wild Unknown Oracle deck here and see what the animal spirits have to contribute to this reading. Oh, all of them, all of them. Not all of them, not all of them. Why does that not bug you? She's like, whatever, I trust you. She's the fool. She's just all in. I'm good. Okay, frog. Okay, frog. Is that where the frog goes? Okay, frog is water. Clearing, cleansing, and healing. There we go. The frog and the water element are almost inseparable. The frog spends its first months of life entirely within this healing element, and then emerges to rest on land. But no matter how earthly the frog becomes, its need for cleansing and rejuvenation is regular. Frogs tend to become overworked and undernourished, so it's vital that such sensitive creatures practice self-care. This card serves as a reminder that water helps us cleanse, forgive, and release. Time to dive in. Frogs aren't meant to carry a heavy load. When in balance, clear energy and enthusiasm for life. When out of balance, depleted, running on empty. To bring into balance, lake, river, ocean, or bathhouse. Beautiful. Okay, and it's also giving me that new chance at life, right? Like the first part of the frog's life is as a tadpole, as a swimmer, as a water-bound element, and then it evolves into a frog, into a amphibium, right? It's able to crawl out of the water, jump out of the water, and explore life on land, which is like a whole new world, a whole new life, right? New experiences, new opportunities, new landscapes to adventure and discover. And yeah, it still carries with it the experience of being its time in just the water. And then, yeah, the grounding and healing of water. I just can't stress that enough. I am definitely one who waters regularly. I am a freshwater fish. I love the ocean, don't get me wrong. I can sit by the ocean, watch the ocean, smell the ocean, be one with the ocean, but I'm not much of an ocean swimmer. I prefer the freshwater. I think it's my imagination. And it's terrifying. It's so powerful, the ocean. Okay, freedom! Choice, empowerment, and change. From the beginning of your life, you learn by interacting with the environment around you. These interactions with the people, places, and events in your life have shaped your understandings and perceptions. Your emotions have been created by a lifetime of experience and often respond unconsciously to external events. This can create a challenge for lasting inner peace. You are guided to carefully select the thoughts and emotions you empower as they define the quality of your experience. Allow feelings of appreciation, gratitude, and love to replace any unhealthy thoughts in your mind. Embrace the freedom of living in the present moment and transcend your conditioned emotional responses by connecting with the source of universal love. Okay, that's a beautiful confirmation of, the resetting of the blueprints, the unlearning of the conditions and the um, modeling of the past that have affected our baseline, which is joy, love, gratitude. Okay, let's see what the mushrooms have to say for us today. I did roasted mataki, like roasted potatoes. They didn't take as long as potatoes, so I kind of overcooked them. But the potential is high for some yummy mataki nuggets, roasted mataki nuggets, just like oiled and seasoned and then roasted. Oh man, and then dipped. Oh yeah, very good, very good. Just as a side note, mataki is yummy. And I found out that they grow at the base of oak trees, which is another bonus. I love an oak tree. Okay. What are you getting? What are you getting there? Frog. I think she's trying to catch the frog. You got him. Wrinkled peach mushroom. Unique. And number 23. The wrinkled peach mushroom is so funny. Okay. This is a mushroom that represents something so unique it is in its own class. This may represent you, someone you know, or something you are working on. Something so stunning that you can't put it into a category. Unique can also be rare, and with rarity, there also can be obstacles. Just as the wrinkled peach mushroom has become a scarce due to lack of elm trees, so too could you become obsolete if your sustenance or support runs out. Being unique obviously has its plus sides as well, because with rarity comes a need to protect it so it doesn't disappear. Unique minds and people are way showers and can change the world. They are sometimes outcast for not conforming or being the same as the rest of the crowd, but when their beauty or wisdom is seen, they become noticeable for all the right reasons. Being unique takes strength to stand on your own, to make your own path, and not bend to peer pressure. Uniqueness is a strength, not a disability or a weakness. Find what makes you unique and stand fully in your power. The world doesn't need more vanilla. It needs more wayshowers and creativity to change how we see and do things. Uniqueness is a gift. Make sure you use it well. Bring what makes you, you, into everything you do, and you will draw to you the people who resonate with that energy. That is your unique medicine. Beautiful messages from the spirit oracles. Right, Mouse? Yes. Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay. We'll get the kitty cards for confirmations in here. Yes, this is that confidently moving forward, forging your own path, right? Carving your own way as only you can. And it's challenging because we don't have necessarily a book or an example to model. We become our own model, which is both a beautiful and terrifying thing. Can be. But on this mission to go all in and maintain your emotional regularity of feeling good and going after things that fill you up, that's where you find the peace. Okay? Meet Serena. She will guide you to the sanctuary at the center of your being, the place of stillness in the midst of the flowing river of life. She knows the language of forgiveness and acceptance. If you are quiet for a moment and let your heart soften and open, she will teach you these true words so that you may rest your mind in the abode of peace. We cannot control the actions of others, but our perspectives, our feelings, and our choices remain in our power. Choose to be at peace even as you work towards resolution, evolution, and change. Beautiful. What do you think about that? Is that you? Is that you? Okay, are those our cards? Hey, hey, hey! Get out of here! No, she's trying to mess with me. You trying to mess with me? Okay, we'll just get a couple of these affirmation wordy words. Okay. So, yes, your presence is necessary in this life. Only you can do what you do. And so we need you to do those things. So do them with love and humility. Okay. And play, being lighthearted, engaging in joyous fun, and laughing at my serious side dissolves my struggles and troubles. Okay. Creation and responsibility. It is your responsibility to be a creative force in this world. Like your creativity, whether it's how you think, how you respond, how you decorate, how you engage, how you, whatever you're doing, it's uniquely your own. Okay, that's the truth. That's the truth of the matter. And your presence. Oh yeah, you already did that one. Did we? Hey, listen here, Slappy. Okay, she's gone. Okay, so those are the messages for today, and this is the pile. Okay, and have fun with it. Play and follow your heart because your heart is not going to lead you astray, and neither are your spirit team members. Okay, they got your back. You're protected. Forge your path. Fill your cup. Maintain this momentum because they are. It's part of your destiny to have love and abundance and joyous union. Okay, beautiful, lovely, and amazing. Let's just litter that with rose confetti. I never tire of rose confetti. Okay. There you have it. I hope that there was something good in there for you today, even if it was just feeling some of that good vibration, okay? Because this is the high vibe tribe train that we're on here, okay? So go forward in your day, in your night, in your life, and make it awesome. Love you, appreciate you. Keep shining bright. You're beautiful, you're amazing, you're loved. And I hope to see you next time. Okay, love ya. Okay, bye.